Good morning and welcome again to another Making Monday Matters. It is 3 weeks till Christmas Day. Imagine that. The year is quickly being spent. And this morning I want for us to focus on the subject of time and timing. How has this year been for you? Are you achieving those things that you set out to achieve this year? If so, I say congrats to you. But I know that there are some of you who may be at this time reflecting and saying, yes, the year is almost finished and I'm not where I wanted to be. To you, the latter group, I say, don't lose hope. Take heart. Have you been doing what is necessary to achieve those goals, those projects that you may have wanted to fulfill this year, the things that you are looking at? If you have been, then maybe it's just a matter of time. There are some things in life that just requires time. There's nothing you can do to rush them. For those of you, and I'm speaking to some folks, I know some friends of mine can't wait for Christmas. If you're one of those, then every year after Christmas Day, you have to wait another 365 days, no matter how much you want Christmas to come. And there are many things in life like that they do not happen before their time. They're like seasons. If you are in the northern or even southern or temperate climates, spring comes when spring comes, winter comes when winter comes. Summer comes when summer comes. That's just the way it is. The sun rises when it rises. And for those of us, sometimes you may have things on your mind looking at sunrise. You may be thinking about plans that you have for the next day, and you can't wait for the next day to start. But you know what? The next day is not going to start any faster. And so time and timing is very important. And I want you to take that into consideration. So even if right now you are not seeing the gains that you may have expected, but you know that you have been honestly putting in the required work, just keep on doing what is required. There's a story about the bamboo. We know that persons who would have grown bamboo knows that sometimes for months, even years, nothing seems to happen, and then suddenly the bamboo shoot comes through the ground and takes off, growing at a rapid rate. Maybe you're like that bamboo. You need to take time to germinate, to mature. That whatever it is that you're working on, maybe it's a business that you are working on, you need to invest that time. Do the things that are required to be done. Maybe it's a personal goal, some studies that you just can't seem to get where you want to be. Do the legwork, do the things that can help build that foundation. Sometimes, depending on where you're building, the foundation may take most of your time. And so, invest in that foundation, invest in what is needed to propel you forward. And in time, you will see the progress too. So I'm just wanting to encourage us, those of you who may be looking back over the last 11 months and not seeing the gains that you wanted. And I must add, you must have been doing the work that is required. I'm not speaking to those who had a wish January 1, 2018, but did nothing about it. I'm speaking to you who have been working earnestly, doing all that you know is required to get your plan growing and the correct things at that, but you're not seeing it. Maybe it's just the environment that you're in at this point in time. And so things may not have been working the way that you expect. Keep the faith. Some things just take time. So continue on, press on, and who knows, 2019 may be your year. It is no sense trying to birth something prematurely. Any doctor would tell you premature births have dire risks involved, and we don't need those types of risks. So let's take our time, bring things to fruition, and when the growth starts, we'll be looking back and saying, I'm glad I took the time. So until next Monday, you take the time and we'll see each other again. This is David Ince for Living Successfully Inc.